What if I told you that Kirk Frost, yes, the same Kirk who swore on his marriage, his kids, and a whole VH1 contract, just got officially claimed in public by a whole other woman, and that woman isn't Rashida. Oh, it's real, it's messy, and it just broke the internet because after weeks of sneaky videos, blurry paparazzi photos, and side-eye shade on set, Renni Rucci just stood up, straightened her wig, looked the world dead in the eye, and said, "We're done hiding, done hiding. Y'all." Translation: that little it's complicated situationship just turned into a full-blown love and hip-hop war zone, and poor Rashida is left scrolling her timeline while her man is out here being claimed like a VIP prize on clearance. But don't worry, it gets worse because this isn't just a love triangle. Oh no, this is a love arson. And Renni just lit the match with a kiss, a caption, and a confession that has everyone from industry insiders to reality TV trolls asking the same thing. What the hell is Kirk Frost thinking? Grab your snacks, your receipts, and your blood pressure meds, because this one is a disaster in heels. So let's rewind the mess, shall we? Because before Renni ever opened her mouth and dropped the now iconic "we're done hiding" line, the rumors were already on fire. Whispered conversations, blurry screenshots, shady glances during tapings, the streets were buzzing like a group check. On nuclear. At first, it all seemed harmless. Kirk Frost and Renni Rucci were spotted in the same VIP section at a music showcase in Atlanta. No big deal, right? Just two industry names in the same room. It happens every day until it didn't. Because the next day Renni dropped a photo on her Insta story. Just a glass of champagne, a blurry hotel curtain, and one very distinctive watch resting on a man's thigh, and guess who just happened to post a gym selfie a few hours earlier wearing the same damn watch? You already know, Kirk. That ain't me, Frost. Now you'd think Kirk would have gone ghost after that, maybe disappear. Regroup, post some fake deep quote on Instagram like growth is silent, but nope, man doubled down less than 48 hours later. He was back on IG Live sitting in a car that looked suspiciously like the same one. Renni had posted earlier that week the same diamond-studded steering wheel cover, the same beige seats, the same audacity, and while he didn't say anything incriminating, his silence was louder than a Maury audience during a paternity test. But here's the twist no one saw coming. It wasn't Kirk who cracked, it was Renni, because when she stepped onto the red carpet at a bet pre-party just a few nights later, paparazzi shouted the question that had been circling for weeks. "Renni, are you and Kirk dating?" And without missing a beat, without even blinking, Renni smiled and said, "We're done hiding." Boom. That one line exploded across blogs, Twitter threads, and reactions. TikTok is like a nuclear bomb. Screenshots, think pieces, #wars, and Rashida silent radio silence, not a single word. But let's talk about Renni Rucci for a second. This isn't her first time in the center of scandal. Remember her explosive fallout with her last partner when leaked texts revealed he was juggling her and two other women, one of whom was her own hairstylist? That feud turned into a full-blown social media war with IG Lives, diss tracks, and even an alleged fight at a backstage lounge. Renni walked out of that mess with her reputation bruised but not broken. She played the bad girl, the rebel, the "I say what I want" queen. And now she's back in the headlines, only this time she's not the heartbroken one. She's the homewrecker. Or is she? Because here's where it gets complicated and juicy and scandalous. Sources close to the Frost family, and by sources we mean people who work at the same nail salon Rashida visits every Thursday, say that Kirk and Rashida were already separated before this bombshell even dropped, that the marriage was hanging by a thread, and that divorce papers were already being drafted behind the scenes. But then why lie? Why keep up the happy couple front for social media, for the cameras, for the fans? Oh, right, because Rashida and Kirk are a brand, a business, a franchise built on black love and surviving cheating scandals. If Kirk suddenly dipped with a younger rapper, it wouldn't just be a betrayal, it'd be brand suicide, and now that brand is crumbling. Part 1 ends here with one final twist. A newly leaked DM, obtained by an anonymous tipster, and sent to Thea Dahob's backup page showing Kirk messaging Renni as far back as 6 months ago. "Don't worry, the message," read Rashida, "and I are done, just keep it quiet for now." 6 months ago, was this whole relationship hidden in plain sight? Stay locked in, because in video we're diving deep into the scandal's aftermath, including what Renni's ex had to say, how Rashida's inner circle is scrambling, and why Kirk might have just walked straight into a legal nightmare. So now that the bomb has dropped, Renni publicly claiming Kirk, the DM leak proving thing has been brewing for half a year. What happened next? Oh, just the total meltdown of half of Love and Hip Hop's cast, because when that surfaced, it didn't just confirm the relationship, it proved that everybody who's been smiling in Rashida's face for months knew the whole time. Let's start with Dixon, who posted Anato's cryptic Instagram story just hours after Renni's read confession. It read, "D. Some women will step on another woman's neck just for a man who can't spell loyalty. Why but off? Sis. No names, no tags, but come on, we all knew who that was aimed at." And guess who reposted it with 3 laughing emojis and the words, "Stay mad, Diep." Renni. She wasn't anymore, and clearly she wasn't holding either. But Erica wasn't the only one clapping back. Rashida's longtime friend and business partner Candy Boris took it a step further. Are allegedly confronting Kirk behind the scenes during a private event in Buckhead. Eyewitnesses claim Candy walked straight up Kirk, pointed a perfectly manicured finger and face, and said, "You disrespect that woman one time, and I swear on everything, love, I'll bury your little Frostbestro lawsuits so fast, you'll be cooking." Hot dogs on a street corner? Dramatic? Sure, but also kind of iconic because here's the thing, G. This scandal wasn't just personal, it was professional. Rashida and Kirk weren't just husband and wife. They were partners, brand ambassadors, owners of a restaurant, tea, a clothing line, and several real investments. And according to source, Kirk's little side fling just jeopardized the EPTA. Apparently, several contracts were drawn up with a clause stating the couple had to appear as a united front. No divorces, no public scandals, no separate branding, because the power couple aesthetic is what sold the product. Not the food, not the clothes, not the dots. So when Kirk went rogue, the fallout started immediately. A major event sponsor reportedly pulled out of a Frost Bistro collaboration dinner, and one boutique chain quietly removed Rashida's clothing line from 2 of their Atlanta area locations. Meanwhile, Renni, she was thriving. Her streaming numbers jumped 30% in days. Her IG following exploded, and get this, she got offered a rumored $40,000 appearance fee to show up solo at a Miami club, the same club that originally booked Rashida and Kirk together for their anniversary hosting gig. Petty-o absolutely, but Renni didn't stop there. In what might go down as one of the most savage moves in love and hip-hop history, Renni went live from inside Kirk's office. You heard that right, his office in his house. She didn't say much, just scrolled through Instagram, smiled, and said he said, "I could redecorate 'em thinking velvet walls." That wasn't just a flex, that was a declaration of war. Meanwhile, Rashida still silent until 2 days later, when she posted a picture from her glam room wearing a full face of makeup and a t-shirt that said "Unbothered, not bitter." The caption, "Let God handle the clowns." The comment section turned into a battlefield. Half the fans were screaming queen behavior, while the other half begged her to spill Thetia A. And right in the middle of all chaos, a new piece of the dropped, a leaked audio recording allegedly from a Frost Bistro meeting. In Thekla P, a woman's voice believed to be Rashida can be saying, "I don't care who with. He can go play house with Renni Rucci Day. But he's not taking this business with boom. Legal incoming, because now we're talking about separation, ownership rights, and breach of contract. This isn't just a cheating scandal anymore. This is a full-blown war, millions." And who else decided to weigh in? None other than Renni Sex. You remember him. He's the one who publicly called her a walking contradiction with a cute face and a messy soul after the breakup. Well, this time he slid into the viral spotlight again, tweeting, "Man left Rashida for that boy. He must have hit his head." Renni clapped instantly, calling him a failed SoundCloud rapper mad he fumbled a quint. And then she posted a photo of Kirk's hand resting on her thigh with the caption, "This is what loyalty looks like." Sirens alarm, screams from every group chat. In America, at this point everyone wanted to know who Kirk was. The man had gone completely quiet, with no posts, no interviews, and no statements. Until TMZ dropped a grainy surveillance screenshot of Kirk walking out of a courthouse in downtown Atlanta, holding what appeared to be legal documents in a blue folder, divorce papers, business filings, prenup revisions. Nobody knew for sure, but the internet had already decided. Theories were everywhere. Some fans claimed Kirk was secretly moving to Miami with Renee. Others said Rashida had locked him out of their house and was changing the own TikTok video even suggested Mona Scotchung was flying all 3 of them to LA for an emergency episode. And honestly, at this point, nothing would surprise us because this isn't just a love triangle anymore. It's a per nightmare, a business, and a reality TV ratings dream. And just when things couldn't possibly get messier, Renni went again. But this time she had something to say. "You all want to know why we didn't say it before?" she asked. Eyes narrowed at the camera because people like to twist the truth but now they're hiding. "He chose me, and guess what? I chose back." That's where the video ends. And the video, it's about to explode with threats. The brand collapses reality show Chaos Plus, a shocking confession from someone on Rasheeda's team that flips the entire story upside down. So after Renni's Instagram live detonated the internet with words, "He chose me, and I chose back." We all thought we'd hit scandal, but it turns out that was just the spark. The real fire was just getting started because right after that live ended, Rashida's inner circle broke rank. Data, an anonymous message allegedly from one of her longtime glam team members, was posted to a celebrity blog under the headline, "Rashida been new, but she was playing the long game." The post claimed that Rashida had been quietly collecting receipts for months, DMs, text messages, emails, even Frostbro surveillance footage, not to win him back, but to make sure when she left. She took everything with her, and that's not all. The source also claimed that Rashida hired a private forensic accountant 2 months ago, why to track down every dollar Kirk had been moving between their joint accounts, and allegedly some of those funds were being wired to a third-party label that just so happened to be affiliated with Renni Rucci's latest EP drop. You can't make this up, so all the world thought Rashida was sitting quiet, being unbothered, and letting God handle the clowns. Sis was playing chess while the others were busy playing Instagram checkers. But the biggest plot twist came when the network itself dropped a teaser trailer for the reunion. In the final 4 seconds of the promo, you hear Scott Young's voice saying, "Gee, if you all thought Rashida was victim M, think again." Then boom, cut to black. Social media imploded because now the question was, what the hell did Mion isn't Rashida the one being betrayed here? Is this scandal deeper than we ever imagined? Turns out, yes. Because 2 days later, Renni posted a cryptic screenshot of her messages. ITT showed a thread between her and someone saved as Frost Queen. Only one line was abo. It said, I never wanted it to go far. I thought he'd choose me. Wait, everyone's flipped. Was Rashida actually involved with someone else the time? Was this entire storyline a double-edged sword? Cuticow's bloggers began digging, tweets surfacing, and one viral post even claimed that Rashida had been quietly meeting with her ex from 2006, an Atlanta club promoter turned gym owner for Cooper. That man just so happened to be spotted outside Frost Bistro on the same day Kirk filed his mysterious documents. Now we're neck deep in a double B trial L, but let's not forget there's money on Thaleen E, and Renni wasn't fair. Just 1 week after her IG live, she announced a brand new merch line with the slogan "We're done hiding." T-shirts, hoodies, and phone cases, all bearing her and Kirk's initials intertwined in a heart. T and y'all, it sold out in under 36 hours. Meanwhile, Rashida's site was temporarily down. Fans speculated that she was rebranding. Others believed she was pulling her products to avoid being linked to this UNDL, but the most sinister rumor was that Kirk had access to her website backend and shut it down to mess with Bag. Rashida never confirmed it, but the timing was suspicious. And then came the final nail in the coffin. A leaked audio file surfaced this time, allegedly from a production assistant on set at the reunion taping. In it, you hear Kirk yelling, "She played me too. Don't sit there acting innocent. You think I didn't know about Marcus? You think I ain't have screenshots?" Yeah? He dropped a name, Marcus, the alleged ex, the gym owner, the ghost from Rashida's past. And if Kirk has screenshots, well, this might be the dirtiest breakup in love and hip-hop history. The reunion episode hasn't aired yet, but insiders say the taping was so chaotic, Mona Scott had to pause filming 3 times. Security was called, and one cast member allegedly stormed off set and threw their mic into a camera. And guess what? Renni didn't just show up to the taping. She showed up with Kirk. They walked in hand and coordinated outfits with matching iced-out watches, and apparently they even kissed on camera. It's giving power couple rebrand, but it's also giving zero shame. So where does that leave Rashida? According to whispers from people close to the production, didn't cry, didn't beg, and didn't break. She simply looked at the camera, smiled, and said, "I hope they last, because now he's her problem." Mic drop. But before you get too comfortable thinking that's there's one more twist, because earlier today, a brand new video started making rounds, showing Renni and Kirk arguing outside a restaurant in Buckhead. Not arguing, screaming. Kirk can be yelling, "You said we weren't going to go public yet," and Renni clapping with, "You already left, wife. What are we waiting for?" So now we're asking, was this whole thing a setup? Did Renni push Kirk to go public? Was he trying to juggle both lives and got exposed mid-transition? Or worse, is Renni realizing she won but maybe won a man who was never fully honest to begin with? Because if he cheated with you, he'll cheat on you. Right? Public opinion is shifting fast. Some fans are turning on Renni, calling her a homewrecker with buyer's remorse. Others are dragging Kirk, saying he used Renni for a storyline and is now trying to spin the block on Rashida and Rashida. Oh, she's booked and busy. Sources say she just signed a 6-figure deal to launch her own skincare line, and she's been spotted meeting with top-tier divorce attorneys in Atlanta. This isn't heartbreak. This is a calculated reset. As for Kirk, well, let's just say the man who sent divorce papers over brunch might just find himself receiving some legal surprises of his own, because Rashida's new attorney is reportedly the same powerhouse who helped Candy Boris win her courtroom battle back in 2021, and if she's on the case, Kirk might end up losing a lot more than his marriage, and that's where video ends. And there you have it, folks. The House of Frost just turned into a house on fire. Kirk Frost went from family man to Instagram prank overnight. And Richie, she's out here flexing rings while the court clerks are stamping divorce papers. But let's ask the questions. Was this love, or was it leverage? Did Kirk truly fall for Renee? Or was she just the next chess move in his long game of redemption? And Renee, did she win Kirk's heart or just inherit drama? Because if the man left a whole marriage in their review, what makes you think he won't treat a new one like Elise Rashida, the MVP? Did she just lose a min-en, or did she dodge a legacy lie? Let's not forget, when a woman walks quietly, she usually comes back louder, and receipts But so now we leave the question with you. Was this a love story, or the biggest twist love and hip-hop's ever seen? Are we witnessing a fresh start, or the beginning of Kirk's downfall? Drop comments, theories, and conspiracy takedowns below. Team Rashida, a Team Renni, or Team Kirk, just fumbled everything. And don't forget to hit that like button. Like Kirk hit send on those divorce papers. Smash that subscribe like Renni smash the internet, and ring that notification bell harder than lawyers are about to ring Kirk's bank accounts, because, trust us, the mess is beginning. This isn't reality, real-life scandal rebranded for viral glory. Stay tuned, stay loud, and stay messy. Music.